What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Christine with Gauge Girl Training, an online meal planning and coaching service. Today's video, I'm going to show you a super simple, convenient, family-friendly meal prep. So let's get started. Alright, so coffee for the day is all set. I've put in 1 scoop of my Gauge Life collagen peptides. And right now, you guys, for a limited time on our website, if you make any purchase, you get one of these free mixers. So you guys can check that out. And we're also available on Amazon. But right now, I'm actually going to jump right into meal prep because I went to the grocery store this morning and I have a lot of food prep to do. So I'm just gonna dive right in and get the party started. So I'm gonna show you guys my lazy method for making rice. And I have a microwavable bowl. I am pouring some long grain white rice into it. I am not measuring it. I am just pouring it in there. So the next thing I did is I added water to the rice, and I added it to the point where it is up to this line on my finger, so right there. And then I just take this whole bowl, drop it in the microwave. In there, and I'm gonna put it in here for 25 minutes. So while that's happening, I am free to do other things. Making a big batch of rice in bulk is really easy for me, and that's like the main carb I eat. Sometimes I'll do like sweet potatoes or other things, but I need simple today, so rice it is. All right, we are meal prepping salmon, which is my favorite protein source, and I'm gonna be doing some stuff with chicken thighs. So the rice is done, and next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the salmon in the oven. So let's do this. So these are my 2 new favorite seasonings. You guys have seen me talk about the Trader Joe's chili line, but they have this new organic chili seasoning blend. It's absolutely fabulous. I have seasoned both pieces of salmon. I'm gonna put a big piece of foil on top, wrap it up. I have it in the oven here at 350. All right, now I am going to do a big batch of some Filipino chicken adobo. And I'm starting off with my chicken thighs. So I'm going to take them straight out the pack here, and I'm going to toss them in the pot. The bone is in them. I'm just going to leave the bone there because I need something simple and easy. I don't have time to debone them today. I'm putting an entire pack, and this whole pack only cost me $5.43. Garlic in. And I want to show you guys what it looks like. So I have it boiling. I have the chicken thighs in there, soy sauce, garlic, apple cider vinegar, bay leaves. I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then I'm going to let it slow cook and simmer, and I'll show you guys the rest. Alright, so while the salmon and the chicken adobo is cooking, I'm going to start pre-portioning my rice, which I already cooked here. I already prepped some zucchini. I'm going to steam or saute this. And I have these meal prep containers. I got these just at the regular grocery store. They're just these Tupper made. Have them on my food scale. You can see that it's weighing in at 1.3 here. I'm gonna hit this button again to tare it. You gotta hold it down. All right, see how it says 0 now? Now I'm going to scoop my rice. So I'm eating the correct portion for my goals. All right, that's 2.3. 3.7, I need 4 ounces. All right, we're at 4.2, guys. Am I gonna freak out about that? No, I'm just gonna leave it alone. So while this other stuff is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and pre-portion out all of my rice in all of my containers. So I have the first batch of containers with the rice pre-portioned out. Now, like I said, this is super convenient. So when I am crunched for time, I just grab a big thing of spinach, and I'm going to put spinach at the base of every dish so that way I'm getting my vegetables and fiber, and then I'm gonna place the protein on top of it so that way when I microwave it and reheat it, the spinach is gonna get cooked down. So this is what it looks like, guys. Again, I got my rice, I got my spinach. It is super simple and basic, but this just works for me when I need convenience, but I want to be healthy, and I don't mind eating plain foods like this. And I'll show you what kind of seasonings I can put on top of them. All right, so the salmon just came out. After about 30 minutes, I took the foil off, and then these last 5 minutes, I set it to broil. So this one, I used 2 different seasonings. One was the organic chili seasoning, and this one was the chili lime. So I'm gonna let this cool off before I portion it and put it over here. In the meantime, I have my chicken adobo simmering. My stove actually has a simmer function over here, so I don't really need to worry about this. I'm just let this slow cook while I'm getting these meals together, and then I'm gonna get another set of meals together right after that. All right, so now that the salmon has cooled off, I'm going to portion out salmon into every container. And as you guys can see, you want to first put each container on the scale. You want to tare it out. All right, so now that the scale is reading 0, any weight I put in here is going to be the exact weight I want. So I'm just using a spatula. It's not going to be perfect because I didn't like slice the salmon, which doesn't really matter. And I'm going to put the appropriate portion that I'm going to eat into each container. So right now that's 3.9. I'm going to consider that 4 ounces. You can see this is what it looks like. I want you guys to notice how I put the salmon on top of the spinach so that way when I reheat it, the juices from the salmon will cook down into the spinach. Now I left the rice plain. I am actually probably going to be adding some hot sauce to this, some soy sauce, and I'm gonna just end up like mixing it all together, but I like plain white rice. If you don't, use hot sauce, use soy sauce, use whatever you want. I'm going to prep out the rest of this salmon, portion 4 ounces of it into each of these containers. In these containers, I actually chopped up some zucchini. I'm gonna leave this zucchini raw until I'm ready to cook it because I have this adobo slow cooking, and that's gonna be my vegetable for that. So stay tuned while I prep out the rest of these containers. So again, here is first part of the meals with this chili lime seasoned salmon. Again, this was so super easy. You guys saw I just batched cooked the rice. I did nothing with the spinach, and all I did was pop this in the oven. So now I'm gonna prep out the rest, put it into containers, and then I'm gonna prep the adobo. All right, guys, so I had my chicken adobo simmering all day on low, kind of like just as if I was using a crock pot. What I'm gonna do with this is I'm just gonna take this bulk meal and I'm going to just sit it here in this big container, and I'm gonna pull off of it as I need food. This is great for those of you who have families and need to cook big meals for everybody. And you guys saw all I did was dump the thighs in here, dump the soy sauce, the water, the garlic, bay leaves, and vinegar. But this chicken is falling off the bone, delicious. And I'm gonna pour all of the juices on top, but this was so simple. You can do this in a crock pot too. I did it on the stove, and I actually was going to do this a little bit faster. You could cook this faster, but I just had the time available to slow cook it. So now I'm going to pour all of the juices. What's gonna happen next is, as I need food, I can just pull off of this. So it's one batch, very simple to make. You could double up the batch if you want. There was definitely enough room in there, but I can put a thigh. I have some of my rice here, and I also have veggies pre-cooked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let this cool off before I put the container on it. But I'm gonna show you one more thing. So these are my meal prepped meals. This is my leftover salmon. And I believe in the back there, I have some pre-cut zucchini. So I'm gonna have that pre-cut zucchini. What's gonna end up happening is I'm going to put together the chicken with zucchini and rice throughout the week to swap between my other meals. So I hope you guys enjoyed this simple meal prep, guys. This one was super easy to make. The other one was super easy to make. And guys, if you have any other questions or concerns, comment below. Enjoy your meal prep and let me know if you try any of these recipes.